Hello and happy Halloween for those who celebrate. Happy Thursday to those who don't. But today, in honor of the holiday, All Hallows Eve, I was going to make up a batch of, in the Celtic tradition, I'm going to make up a batch of soul cakes. Now, souling was a Christian tradition that involved poor people visiting wealthy households on All Hallows Eve to receive food and money in exchange for praying for the souls of the homeowners dead. Now, souling was adapted from the Celtic tradition of mumming, where performers would travel from door to door to perform plays or dances in exchange for gifts. Souling was popular in the British Isles for many centuries. The activities involved singing songs and performing other acts of entertainment. Wealthy households would give alms and treats in the form of soul cakes, which were small baked cakes similar to scones. Souling eventually became favored by children rather than adults, and the practice evolved into trick-or-treating when the Celtic descendants transitioned to the United States. Just like instead of carving pumpkins for jack-o'-lanterns, they originally carved giant turnips or rutabagas in Scotland. So let's get started. I've already measured out my flour. Now, the recipe calls for, It calls for 2.5 cups of self-rising flour. I know how to make self-rising flour, but I wanted to use whole grains. So I've got whole wheat flour and oat flour with some baking powder and salt. But it's easier if you just want to use the 2.5 cups of self-rising flour. Then I have whisked it together to make sure it's well incorporated with this lovely wire whisk. This is my favorite whisk to sift flour with, or to make sure there's no lumps in anything. I love this whisk. And I believe it's on sale right now in the Thanksgiving sale that we've got going on in the holiday, on the holiday page. And it's probably also in the limited time offers or in the sale, on the sale page. Today, we started a brand new November sales flyer, and there's all kinds of fabulous things. So make sure you check that out on the limited times page. Let's see what we're doing here now. Okay. Let's get started. I'm kind of spacey today. I actually spilled a little bit of olive oil in my floor a while ago and had to spend time cleaning that up, and that was a mess. And the cat was trying to help, so apparently I've been tricked today and not treated. But these are going to be lovely treats for us to have later on this afternoon. Now then, what we did, I brewed up, okay, see this right here? This is dried fruit, and I have macerated it, soaked it in really strong, 1 cup of really strongly brewed tea. Now you can use black tea, or you can use like the Celestial Seasonings. I used 1 bag of the Celestial Seasonings sugar plum spice, and I used 1 bag of the Twinings pumpkin spice chai tea. So it'll be nice and fruity and spicy to go in our soul cakes. So what you do, you brew a one cup of strong brewed tea of any flavor you want. Earl Grey works really well too. And you soak 3/4 of a cup of dried fruit. If the fruit's large, like figs or apricots, chop them up roughly, please, so they're not big, huge lumps. But I've got a 1/4 cup of dried cranberries and a 1/4 cup of dried cherries, and a 1/4 cup of raisins in mine. Then I have got, this is 3/4 of a cup of chopped mixed nuts. I chopped up pistachios and pecans and walnuts, as well as a little bit of pumpkin seed, so that it's a big blend, so that'll mix in nicely. Then we have also got here, we have got a hold on just 1 second. I need another bowl. It just dawned on me that I need another bowl. I'll be right back. All right, because I don't think clearly sometimes, and I measured my flours into the big bowl that I needed to use for the wet ingredients. Like I said, it's one of those days today, people. All right, let's try this again. All right, here's my flours. I'm going to set these out of the way for a second. Then I'm going to use this for my wet ingredients. Okay, you combine, let's see. Okay, you put all the juice too of the fruits and the tea. And then we're going to add in our spices. I've already mixed these together now. This is 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of cardamom, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, the zest of an orange, which this came in really handy for that. This comes with our zester. See? Our juicer and our zester come together as a set, and they work together beautifully. Now, I zested my orange in with my spices and put in just a pinch of salt. But we are going to add these on in. Benji, told you he's having a day today. Now we're going to add to that our brown sugar. And we'll go ahead and start stirring this together a little bit. I wish we still had this spoon. This mixing spoon is one of my other favorite utensils. Be on the lookout for when it comes back in stock. And if you want me to put you on my list to notify you when it does come back, be sure and contact me and let me know. All right, now then, we want to add in our nuts to that. We want to combine all of these together, and then we're going to start adding in the flour. Okay. Now then, this is it calls for 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm using olive oil instead because I did not feel like going to the store to get me some more butter. So we make do with what we've got. And olive oil is healthier for me anyway. So we add this in. All right. Mix that all together, and we're going to add in 1 large egg to this. I should probably beat this a little bit first. Let me just give it just a little bit of a mixy. It'll help it in the long run. Okay, add that in. All right then. I'm going to mix this all together thoroughly, and then we're going to begin to add in our flour. Now, I'm going to use the silicone muffin forms to cook mine in. I'm going to fill them about halfway up. Now, add your flour a little bit at a time so that it doesn't all clump up on you. That can be a mess. Now, let me just get a spatula. Alrighty then. Now these silicone spatula, it is on sale right now. Buy one, get one. So You get 2 of these for the price of 1, so that is an amazing deal. But it helps to get all the stuff off the sides. Okay, I'm not organized today, but we're gonna get it done anyway. Now, fold all the flour into the liquid and make sure that it gets mixed up proper. It's going to be a thick batter once it is complete. It's going to be really thick, but we want to add it a little bit at a time so that we don't end up with pockets of dry flour in the midst of our little cakes. So I'm going to do about 1/3 at a time, something like that. Okay. Now then, it's really rainy and gloomy here today, so it feels Halloween-y to me. I wish the weather would cool back off, and hopefully it will after all this rain. And do not forget, this weekend is when we set our clocks. We fall back an hour. So I always forget which is which, but I believe that we gain an hour this time instead of lose one, which is always better. Gives me an extra hour of sleep this weekend. So that'll be a good thing. That will make me very happy. Okay. Now, once I get this all mixed up together, I will post the recipe with the video on the site so that you'll be able to make these yourself if you want to. They're great all the way through the holidays, actually. They're like small fruit nut cakes. Benji, if you do not settle yourself down, forgive my cat. He feels like he's being neglected right now. He is very spoiled. Alrighty then, one more go, and I think we'll have it. Okay. Now then, get this flour incorporated, and then we will put them in the little muffin forms. As soon as I get them mixed, and I'm going to use our scoops so that all of them will be the same size. I like that, and I believe those are on sale right now too, as a matter of fact. So pretty much everything you need for your baking season and for your Thanksgiving, we've got the Ultra Pro on sale. We've got practically all of our kitchen utensils on sale. And right now we have specials going that you can get for $10 with purchase with purchase. So those would make excellent gifts for yourself or for someone else this holiday season. So make sure you check those out as well. Alrighty then, let's scrape this off. And I'm going to get my little scoops and my muffin forms. Alrighty then, let's see. Get my little towel out of the way. Get over there. I'm going to use the big one. Let's see. All right. These are wonderful. They come in 3 sizes. They're great for scooping your batter into muffin pans. They're great for portioning out cookies or meatballs or anything like that that you need. I can't even think of things right now, but there's so many uses for anything that you're going to want in a ball, or even in a ball that you can flatten into a certain size patty. That is the way to go. Now, off even, and we're going to place them one in each. Whoops, get in there. I don't want to get my hands in this mess. I cut myself, like I said, I've had one of those days. I cut my thumb, zested the orange a while ago. So, I'm going to try my best not to get anything in it. All right. I'm hoping this makes exactly 12. That will make me happy. I have 2 of the muffin forms. Let's see here. Get this off. And these are great for breakfast as well, because, you know, fruit and nuts. Come on now. There we go. So, do any of you guys have Halloween plans this evening? Or are you going to stay in out of the craziness? I know that sometimes it can get a little much. There are some people in the world that are still mean. So, you might want to have your children in before dark. I miss when I was a kid. When I was a kid, Halloween was magical. We could roam the streets in our costumes, going house to house for candy. We never really had to worry. Yes, one of my parents always went behind me, following me to make sure I was okay, but it felt like a night of freedom. And I think kids nowadays are missing out on that. Especially in the back when it was still cold, or cool at least, on Halloween. Now it seems like everything, it's just hot as fire. Nobody can even afford to be in a sweltering costume without sweating. So, all right, we're gonna have a little bit more. So I may go back and refill some of them with just a little more, just so I don't have to do another batch that's just only a partial batch. But I'm going to put these in a 350 oven for, let me see, what time was that? I'm sorry, I'm spacey today, folks. Okay, we're going to cook it in a 350 oven for around 45 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. That's right around 45 to 50 minutes, because they're not that thick. And then I will be back and show you the results. Talk to you soon. Hang in there. Hi guys, we're back, and look how lovely everything turned out. I did have a little extra, so I made one in my little small round. And you see right here, it's a little X. Well, back in the days of soling, they used to cut an X or a cross in the top of the sole cakes. I forgot to say that earlier, but that was to represent the cross. And also, you know, because All Hallows Eve is the eve of All Hallows. That means All Saints Day and All Souls Day, which are the first and the second. I can't remember which comes first. I believe All Saints comes on November 1st and All Souls on November 2nd, which also brings us to the Hispanic culture's celebration of the Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. And those are celebrated November 1st and 2nd to honor their ancestors and those who have passed before them. Now, we've also got, I think we still have this available. Can you see? This is like, I don't remember, I think it's like 28 cup canister. And it's great. My husband loves it. My husband's half Mexican. And this also comes with a 1 gallon pitcher and little, the little cups with the stirring spoons, and it's awesome. They really are. It's an awesome set, and my husband really likes them. We still have some of the Halloween and Dia de los Muertos specials in the holiday shop on the website. A lot of them are sold out, but there's still some on there, and they're really discounted right now. So if you want to grab those, they are still available. Now, what else was I going to tell you today? Just be sure and check out the website. The limited time offers right now are full of great bargains, and so is our sales section and our holiday section. On the holiday page at the top is your Halloween. If you scroll down, you will see the Thanksgiving, and all the specials are in there. And be sure to keep watching for our Friday deals coming out every Friday. And lately, we've also been getting specials on Monday mornings as well. So keep your eyes open to see, check back regular, check often, so that you will know what's on sale, what's really great bargains, and you don't want to miss out on any of them because they go really fast. Everything is while supplies last, but happy Halloween. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the beginning of November, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.